Pisces. Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, guys, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It'll only come to you when you are ready to receive the messages. So this is a timeless tarot card reading for the week ahead of whenever it comes to you and you receive it. If you're looking for personal readings, I do those too. Please check out my website at bornwithoutboundariestarot.com to schedule and book the service that is right for you. Hi. I love you too. Kisses says hi. And I've actually added a lot of value to one of my memberships here on this channel. The BWOB membership now includes all access, unlimited, to all the extended readings. So if you want to grab those extended readings and join that membership, it's a really low monthly cost to get a lot of exceptional content. It really basically doubles the content that you're able to see on this channel. So it's a great value. Those links are down below, by the way, Pisces, in the description box, and I pin it to the top of the comment section, or you could just join the membership on the channel, the front of the channel, the main channel. Pisces. A rebirth is assured. About to make a comeback, huh? And it's also, this is a card of awakening. So almost like rising up. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're out of bed, but suddenly you've awakened. You've come into this new day, this new reality. There's a real dawning here, and it's refreshing. A second chance, a newness, a comeback is all associated with this card. This is scorpionic energy. It also means sort of coming out of the dark, being ready to sort of emerge into more light. And then we have sing your own song, and this is your unique voice to be heard, to share your gifts and talents, to know what you think, know what you feel, and be ready to be independent. So it's almost like you're waking up to a new sense of independence right now, or a new sense of the way that you feel, or a new gift or talent. Definitely could also be a new opportunity. And then we have learn from the past. And learn from the past means that all the opportunities that are coming out to you right now are built on experience. So it comes from a place of wisdom. This is also could be very specific for some of you in terms of your mother, maternal energy or paternal energy, parents. You know, almost like realizing you need to learn from them because you've seen something that's happened to them. You've witnessed the outcome. And now it's like, I'm ready to change things. I'm ready to do things differently. I'm taking another path. It doesn't mean that there's a fallout with your parents, simply that because you've seen what they've been through, you don't have to learn this lesson by learning it yourself. You're quite willing to make different decisions based on what you've seen the outcome for them has been. So you're taking a different road here, taking a different path, and you're awakening to the realization of how you are different and how you should make different choices. This could also be not about parents at all, but about just simply past experiences, Pisces. The accumulation of a lot of things that you've done. There's been a change. I've been getting this reading for you for a while. There's sort of this change in the mentality that you have now toward sort of a mentality that you took on, or a decision that you had made. You're starting to realize that, that's actually not me at all. I would be better off doing something differently. I would be better off. It would be more honestly me, uniquely me, if I did things a different way. So it may not, what I'm saying is it may not be a difference between you and somebody else. It may be a difference between you and you. Realizing that finally I have to I'm waking up to realizing I have to do things in a different way. The way that I have been doing them isn't correct. But it's like now there's like, okay, I can liberate myself from the pattern that I've gotten into. So this is a really liberating energy, and it's all happening right there in the center of my deck. So in the center of my desk. So what does that mean? Well, that means it's happening now, this week. There's not going to be much of a before and after. Got kind of caught up there. This is really all happening to you within the next 7 days. Let's get into tarot. Pisces. This is a shocking change. The Tower is here, so we're going to get into exactly what that is. But there's definitely something that had to crumble or fall or come to pieces. This is also an inevitability at this point. Everything that has happened is led up to this point, and it's like it or not, ready or not, here it comes. There's some sort of collapse or fall. Let's, before we get into the other cards in front of me, clarify what this is. This could also just mean I'm done with something. I'm finished. So what is the Tower? Please clarify the Tower. The Star card is here, so maybe it's a change in what you've wished, or no, maybe it's a change in what you've wished, or a change in how you realize or how you think of what you want now. Maybe it could be a shock that all of a sudden a dream comes true, like something succeeds. In the past, there has been, happy birthday, Michelle Sandegate. In the past, there has been, it's like this stuff, in the past, something wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to stay together. It was short term. It wasn't the right match, especially, of course, with the Two of Cups, this being romantic relationships, this sense of something that was ill-fated. It's almost like that's what you're realizing. And that's what sort of just blew your mind this week, is that there's something there, a pattern that you were repeating, that now that you recognize it and realize it, you can stop that pattern and you could break that course and set a new course. And this shock, or this falling apart, was actually a gateway opening to a wish come true. There's something that you've always wanted, but it never worked out. It will be working out. Now let's get into the other cards. So we have this. So we have something that you've blocked yourself from or been defensive of. Perhaps it was maternal energy. Maybe it was needing somebody too much, or asking for too much, or you didn't want to see it, or you didn't want it to be a reality. Then we have the Five of Cups. There's disappointment here. Maybe something that was lost in the past, or something that really let you down. This is your energy, Piscean energy, something that was hidden or in the dark, or that you didn't want to see. And then we have victory and success. So this is you really overcoming maybe even a karmic or family pattern. Because it seemed to be running in the background, something that you weren't completely aware of. This could also be being shocked that somebody that you've known for your whole life suddenly reveals to you that they wanted something too, or that they were very similar to you in some ways. But there was a bunch of disappointment here in terms of the way things turned out, or in terms of the attention or support that they got. This could be also you being shocked that somebody that knows how much you cared about something didn't support you correctly. But I really think that this is a breakthrough for most of you. Because look at what's on the other side. We have the Nine of Cups and we have the Death card. It's almost like something that you thought was long gone, or that you thought was over, is actually suddenly being fulfilled at the most unexpected time. This breakthrough happens, and I got to tell you, that's just divine timing, Pisces. There was nothing that you could do or say to make it happen at the time that you wanted it to happen, but it certainly has happened. And so big breakthrough that comes through you, especially because you thought it was over. you really thought something was completely over, totally decimated. Maybe even a dream of yours, you even stopped wanting it, right? But it was never actually over. There was just a disappointment associated with it. This could have also been associated with finding out and being shocked that you found out that something about somebody that really disappointed you in them. But ultimately, it seems like there's a resurrective quality to this as well. This sense of you had to go through this shock, or you had to discover this in order to come to fulfillment, or really end up having and holding what you want. I really am hearing this as something that you thought was over really wasn't. Let's get a moon card. We have a moon on December 26th, actually. It's a full moon in Capricorn. So let's see. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. That's interesting. So there's some pain that you have to release and some toxicity that you have to release. This is quite necessary to face, but also let go of. Something you've held on to for quite some time. This is that moon card too. I want to just clarify. God, can you just clarify for me exactly, like, what is all this about? What is all this about? Page of Cups. It's about love. It's about a love offer. It's about a promise that you made. It's about a promise that you made. Okay, this is it. It's about a promise that you made, but you didn't have all the facts and you weren't aware. There was some sort of promise that you made, but you weren't aware of something that was going on beneath the surface. Something was kept from you. That's all coming out now. And let's see where this is. We end up, I think, in a very good place, maybe even a wish fulfillment. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there is that sense of the negativity has to come out, and you guys have to, in order for you guys to do something about it. So when it comes out, you can fix it. But it's definitely sort of the resurrection of something that you thought was gone, or the resurrection of getting something. So what is this exactly? Clearly you got yourself into a situation or made a commitment, perhaps with love, perhaps with your children, which would also be love, but that you didn't see. You were blindsided by this. So how so? What were they blindsided by? What were they blindsided by? What were they blindsided by? It's happening during Mercury retrograde, so you may blindsided by somebody abandoned you, somebody walked away. Is this ringing a bell? It's almost like there's information that comes up about somebody who had abandoned you or let you go or disappointed you. This information is coming back up. Let it come out. It has to be purged. Maybe this is a discovery, looking into somebody's genetics of the parent who abandoned you, or if you were adopted. This is a sense of something you didn't even know you didn't know now comes to focus, and the information is really going to be helpful and change the course of what you thought was going to be the future, because you thought something wasn't available to you. But this information changes the game. It's directly related to some abandonment. Feeling left, feeling like you'd been robbed or stolen, that something had been taken from you. This is in retrospective, something coming up. Now, Mercury is in retrograde now. So this is all playing out over the next couple of weeks. We have not for you. So something was denied to you, or you realized that something was never for you. And even though it may have felt like a shock, like something was being robbed, you were being robbed. No, in terms of you're starting to realize that something isn't going to happen in the future. Or no. This was what was told to you, that something wasn't happening for you, that something wasn't going to happen. But then it reemerges. So what is it? I think that's what I really want to ask God. What is it? What was Pisces said no? What was it? It was a star card. And so recently you would have gotten your dreams completely dashed, or they're going to be dashed this week. You're going to get really disappointing news, but it's going to come around again. Like, there's something here with Capricornian energy. Somebody was just afraid or held back. Yeah, there are restrictions on your dream or something that you were aspiring to be, something that you wanted. There were restrictions on it. There were complications or confusion. Mercury retrograde is probably going to make you feel. So basically what it's saying is get ready for a huge disappointment this week of something that you really aspire to be. You thought you'd change the game, and bam, it feels like it gets all fucked up. But what God wants you to know is that's just to purge the toxins and to purge the negative people that you really don't want around you when you succeed. So it's almost like, let me give you a little story scenario. Thinking that you were going to win the lotto, let's say, and everybody's rallying around you because, wow, that Pisces is going to be rich. And then it coming back, no, you didn't get the money. And so now you're going to watch as all these little rats basically drop away, right? Because they were just clinging on to you because for like toxic reasons. God is going to give you what you aspire, but first he's going to make it look like you lose it, to lose the people who don't really care or don't really belong in your life. This is a great purge, Pisces, so that on the other side of this, especially after that Mercury retrograde that ends January 5th, so definitely by January 10th, there's going to be a re-emergence of this abundance and prosperity. It's honestly just being taken away from you to be hidden so that you can clear out the crap of your life. You have to purge this toxicity and then get ready for it to come back in. It's not really being denied to you, but you're going to feel that it is, and you're going to think in a couple of weeks when you look back on this reading, holy shit, Michelle was right. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Get ready for a big toxic purge. It's going to be shocking, and it could even make you really sad because you're not going to see it coming. But ultimately, what's coming out of that is purification of your, like, cleansing of your whole situation, so that on the other side, when it really does come to you, you'll see people for who they really are, and you'll be very clear as to who you should have in your life or not. This is a cleansing, and it is a prep period. I swear to God, Pisces, ultimately, this is not going to be denied to you. Let's go into the extended. I'll see you guys there.